All right, I want to welcome everyone to our live Saturday morning presentation. We're at the top of the hour, so we're going to go ahead and get started. As you can see by the title, everyone should be able to see my screen. It says Winning Synergy Product Combinations for Less than $100 per month. And I chose to use for an image the one that you're going to find on the Synergy website. The Synergy website has different images that change, but they all have this 20 years of Synergy Worldwide, leaving a legacy 20 years strong. So Synergy Worldwide as a company in the network marketing industry and as a nutraceutical company in terms of delivering nutritional supplements that can address people's health issues, we've got 20 years of experience. And Synergy Worldwide, for those that are new to Synergy, they're actually owned by Nature's Sunshine Products, which is over 45 years in the nutrition industry, a giant in the nutrition industry, one of the most respected nutritional companies in the world. And most all the products that Synergy Worldwide has are actually manufactured at the Synergy location in Spanish Fork, Utah. So we have a legacy both in Synergy Worldwide and a legacy in Nature's Sunshine Products, all designed to help people improve their health. Now, a lot of times we focus on maybe what I would call the bigger ticket items in Synergy Worldwide. Maybe we want to get a person on the jumbo jar plus the box of single serves for Pro Plus, what we call the Jumbo Jar Plus One program. Because that is the best value that a person can get. And given our 120-day money-back guarantee here in the United States, it makes a lot of sense for a person, if they're really going to truly invest in their health, let's go ahead and do the big jumbo jar plus a box of single-serve sticks so that you can be on the program and give it its full opportunity to help you improve your health. And if for some reason you're not happy with the results, then you can return it for a full refund. But there are a lot of people who might not necessarily go for the big item in terms of the Jumbo Jar Plus One, but are using supplements or are doing things from a nutritional standpoint to help them address health issues that fit into what I call the $100 a month or less category. And I've been wanting to do this seminar for a while, so I actually did a Google search to see if there are people or if there are statistics that talk about people's health investment on a monthly basis. And so I did a Google search, nutritional supplements for less than $100 per month. And what I came up with is I found this survey. I'll give you the link to the survey a little bit in today's presentation. Plus, this is a PDF that I'll make available when we do the webinar, or I'm sorry, this webinar is being recorded, and when we release it on Tuesday in the newsletter, I'll have a link to this PDF so that you also have this information. And so the title of this article that I found on the internet is "How Much Do Americans Spend on Health and Fitness? Survey Results Reveal." And I highlighted this one line: the average American adult spends $155 per month on their health and fitness. Now, this survey was taken with 1,350 Americans from the age 18 through 65. And so the first thing that it told me, and as I was reading through the survey, is that yes, there are people in America that are spending $100 or more on their health and fitness. And so it really helps you begin to understand that you want to market to active adults. People who are actively taking care of their body are most likely actively looking to invest in their health and are spending money in their health. So that's a target market for you, active adults. So one of the things that we talk about a lot is the whole aspect of the art of asking questions, learning how to ask questions to create interest. A question that you might want to do is, hey, I see you're interested in taking care of your health. Oh, I'm sorry, let me start over. I see you're interested in taking care of yourself. Do you want to take it to the next level? And anytime that you ask a question, you always pause. You don't talk. You have to pause. You have to remain silent because you want that person to respond to it. Well, yeah, I mean, or what do you mean? Or, again, you're looking for a response, and then you can begin to ask more questions. Well, you seem like you take care of yourself. What do you do on a daily basis from an exercise standpoint? What do you do from a supplement standpoint? Do you take any supplements? Do you do any kind of shake, protein shake? So as you begin to engage a person in conversation by asking them questions that they then disclose the types of habits that they have in taking care of themselves and the things that they're doing to take care of themselves, you can get a better understanding of who they are and what products in Synergy Worldwide they might be interested in. Now, I want to go down. In this article that I found on the internet, they actually broke out how people spend their money. So as you can see, they spent about $56 on supplements, and then gym clothing, gym membership, meal plans, and nutritional advice. They spend about $17 a month. Personal trainers and workout plans, about $14. So when you add up all those categories, that's how they come to the $155 a month in average spend. Now, when you look at the supplement breakdown, you can see that people are spending about $31, between $31 and $32 just in protein shakes. Protein food and snacks, almost $19. Vitamin and mineral supplements, almost $16 a month. Organic products, a little over $10. Weight loss products, a little over $6. Vegan specific products, a little over $3. And when you add up all those different things, they're spending about $54 on a monthly basis. But one line that I saw that was really important: supplements are the area where Americans are willing to spend the most cash, with a hefty 13% of US citizens shelling out over $100 on supplements per month. So this aspect of helping people to understand that maybe some of the things that they're currently spending money on could be better spent on a better product or a more comprehensive program specifically targeted to their needs, and be able to do it $100 or less on a monthly basis. And so one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to do this Saturday presentation to show you that there are markets that you can begin to create with people as you talk to them in other products besides just ProArch9 Plus, or maybe the Biome Core Kit for weight management. Again, there are excellent programs and products that will create good, what I call CV, to help you earn elite rebates. And we're going to get into that in just a little bit. So one of the things in our Synergy family that we talk about, that if you go onto the website for our Synergy family, go onto the landing page, you'll see an icon for the 1010 Club. The 1010 Club is our overall strategy to build your Synergy business. The first 10 of the 1010 Club represents customer orders for the month. If you decide to use the 1010 Club as your strategy for building your Synergy business, you want to build both a customer base and a distributor base. So the first 10 represents your customer base, and you want a marketing strategy so that you can have enough customers that every month you have 10 customer orders. So that most likely means that you're going to need more than 10 customers. If I'm going to show you some information in just a little bit about what my CV volume was for my Tracking Center 1 for the month of July. We just finished July, we're into August now. Most of that volume was derived through people who get either 6 or 7 boxes of ProArch9 Plus for my Canadian customers, or people here in the United States that are getting the Jumbo Jar Plus One. And I have more than 10 customer orders on a monthly basis that of people are doing that. But at the same time, there's a bunch of people that you could get into Synergy Worldwide that are monthly orders. So like, for example, if I've got a person who buys a Jumbo Jar Plus One in the month of July, they're not going to buy that in the month of August, and they're not going to buy it in the month of September. They may buy it again in the month of October, most definitely again in the month of November. So the larger ones, like the Jumbo Jar Plus One, is not something a person's going to do on a monthly basis. But I could have a bunch of customers using other products in Synergy worldwide that would be getting those products every month, and it would make sense for them to be on a monthly auto ship so that those products can come in every day. So in the 10-10 club, I want to build to 10 customer orders per month or more. You don't have to stop at 10 customer orders. As you're going to see, I'm not interested in stopping at 10 customer orders. I'm interested in getting 10,000 CV of volume on my tracking center one just through my customers. I'll show you where I'm at in just a little bit. The other part of the 10-10 club, the second 10, represents personally sponsored distributors into your Synergy organization, and then helping them to build their marketing strategy so that they have 10 customer orders per month. Now, if I have a person who's just on an auto ship for the month, the distributor who's just on an auto ship for a month, and let's say that that auto ship is for 100 CV. No, let's make it 120 CV so that they can stay qualified for all commissions each month. As opposed to having 10 customer orders that had, let's pull 70 CV. If I had 70 CV of 10 customer orders, 70 CV monthly, now instead of it being 150 CV because I just have a distributor on auto ship, I now have 10 customers that distributor has on auto ship. That my Synergy distributor has 10 customers on auto ship. Let's say it's 70 CV is the average for each customer. They now have 700 CV of volume plus maybe their monthly auto ship. What I'm helping you understand is when you begin to teach your personally sponsored distributors to build a client base, a customer base, not only does it benefit them, your distributor personally, through greater elite rebates and cash flow to help them operate their Synergy business, but it creates greater organizational volume so that you can then increase your potential for residual income through basic commissions and the mega matches that you earn on the basic commissions of anyone that you personally sponsored. Again, we'll most likely do sometime, I don't know if August, but maybe September, we'll come back and again, focus on the 10-10 club for people. So here is a snapshot of my volume for the month of July, July the 19th. July of 2019. Personal volume was slightly over 4,000. That personal volume came through orders that I put on my tracking center one, and then direct shipped or had shipped to me to sell to clients. And then my customer volume, people who are customers who ordered on their own, and I do nothing or I do very little work for it. And you can see that it was just slightly over 3,700. When you add the two of them together, I had 7,839 CV on my tracking center one. You subtract here in the United States, our threshold is 150. So anything above 150 CV of volume on your tracking center one, you start earning what are called elite rebates. You earn a 25% commission on the CV volume that's above 150. So if I subtract out the threshold of 150, leaves me with 7,689 CV at a 25% return for elite rebates. I earned in the month of July just slightly over $1,900 in elite rebates. Multiply that by 12, that's over $23,000 in cash flow to operate my Synergy business. What is my goal? Well, my goal is to get to 10,000 or more every month on my tracking center one. If I get to 10,000 or more, let's figure out, I want to get to 10,150 CV so that when I subtract out that threshold, I'm going to be earning $2,500 a month in cash flow. Now, for every person on this seminar, this Saturday morning presentation, and because we're recording it, for every person who's listening to this recording, if you built your Synergy business so that you had 10,000 CV of volume on a monthly basis or more, so that you could earn $2,500 a month in cash, what would that do to change your life? 2,500 times 12 is $30,000. That's pretty significant, especially if you're doing this on a part-time basis, which is what most people do in their synergy business. Most people on this presentation today who are joining us on our live Saturday presentation are doing your synergy business on a part-time basis. So this whole aspect of growing your customer base effectively through nitric oxide therapy, through weight management, through improving gut health, all of those are valid ways to build your synergy business, but you're going to run into people who maybe can't afford it or don't want to invest in it. But if you ask them questions, you might find that there's some combinations in synergy worldwide that would be ideal for them and help them to address a health issue within their budget and do it on a monthly basis. And that's the premise of what I want to show you today, of different combinations of synergy products that could be tied together to significantly address different health issues. So the first combination, and again, I'm focusing on cardiovascular health. Cardiovascular health is the #1 health issue, not just in America, but throughout the whole world. The #1 issue of why people go to the doctor is gut health. So in Synergy Worldwide, we have a product lineup that addresses the #1 health issue and the #1 reason for people to visit their doctor. Now, the first combination that I have is a box of Pro Argin Plus and coenzyme Q10. I combine those two, you can see that the cost would be $90, the CV would be $75, and your Elite Rebates would be $18.75. How many people do you run into that are on a statin drug? If they're on a statin drug, statins interfere with the liver's ability to create CoQ10. So the probability is that every person that you run into that has a cholesterol issue and they're on a statin drug needs CoQ10. And Pro Argin Plus, as we know, nitric oxide therapy directly helps to improve blood flow. And we know that Pro Argin Plus is clinically proven to prevent vascular inflammation. And one of the ways that it prevents vascular inflammation is that it inhibits the oxidation of low-density lipoprotein, LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol that they're on the statin for to lower, but it's not LDL cholesterol that's the problem. The problem that causes plaque formation is the oxidation of LDL cholesterol. So it's oxidized LDL cholesterol that's the problem, and Pro Argin Plus is clinically proven to prevent oxidized LDL. So this combination of Pro Argin Plus and CoQ10 is less than $100 and provides you with an Elite Rebate of $18.75 and could be a monthly program that person is on where they do one packet of Pro Argin Plus in the morning and they take their CoQ10 in their evening meal. The next combination would be Pro Argin Plus and omega-3. Again, for heart health. Omega-3s are excellent for reducing inflammation. Omega-6s, which are predominant in our marketplace through vegetable oils and other types of processed foods, all create inflammation. Well, omega-3s reduce inflammation. So again, a great combination would be Pro Argin Plus and the omega-3 to help address inflammation of the vascular system and improve blood flow. $93 would be the cost, 75 CV. So again, the Elite Rebate is $18.75. Another combination, especially for a person, again, who has cholesterol issues and is a diabetic, would be Pro Argin Plus and metabolic LDL. It's a great combination, going to be slightly over 100. Again, I'm at 109. But if we look back to this information from this study, we know that there's about 13% of the US citizens willing to shell out over $100 on supplements per month if they understand how those supplements can benefit them and address a significant health issue. So you've got ProArginine Plus, Metabolic LDL, which is clinically proven to, again, address oxidized LDL, clinically proven to prevent oxidized LDL. Plus, if they're got a cholesterol concern, Metabolic LDL uses the bergamot fruit, which then interferes with the liver's ability to create cholesterol, but doesn't interfere in the same way that a statin does, so that the metabolic LDL doesn't affect the person's CoQ10 levels, whereas statin drugs do. Again, a great combination for a person who has cholesterol issues. The study that was done for the metabolic LDL also shows its benefit for people who are diabetic and have cholesterol issues. In fact, the ability of the product metabolic LDL to work is even greater for people who are diabetic and have cholesterol issues. So you can see that it's $109 in cost, $85 for CV, and your elite rebate would be $21.25. A combination to address a lot of aspects with regards to cardiovascular health, and maybe the person doesn't want to go on ProArginine Plus, but they are really concerned about their cholesterol levels and their cardiovascular health, would be the combination of these 4 products from Synergy Worldwide. The omega-3s to address inflammation, coenzyme Q10 to address energy for the heart, metabolic LDL to address oxidized LDL, and then vitamin D3, so that you can get their vitamin D3 levels up in their bloodstream, which has been shown to be beneficial in helping to prevent diabetes and other types of cardiovascular health issues. So these 4 products combined together cost $100, 70 CV, and would earn a $17.50 elite rebate. Now, let's say that you've got a person who's got a significant cholesterol issue. They're not interested in going on ProArginine Plus, but they are interested in looking for alternatives to their cholesterol medication, their statin drug. And here would be a great combination to do that, and extremely cost effective. Metabolic LDL, as we've already talked about, is clinically proven to prevent the oxidation of LDL cholesterol. It's a powerful antioxidant, which I'm going to come to in a little bit. And then the Biome Balance, well, the Biome Balance uses an ingredient called berberine. Berberine has been clinically shown to address cholesterol issues. So this combination of metabolic LDL with the Biome Balance is a great dual combination to help a person to address naturally their cholesterol concerns, and through metabolic LDL to specifically address the potential for oxidized LDL, reduce the potential for oxidized LDL to make a significant difference in vascular inflammation to help that person to address. And as you can, to address cholesterol. And as you can see, cost is $69, CV is $45, and your elite rebate off of that is $11.25. The next combination would be, is if they're willing to spend a little bit more money, would be to combine those 2 products, metabolic LDL, with the Biome Balance and the CoQ10. Again, if they've been on statin drugs, and they've been on statin drugs for a long period of time, and they've not supplemented at all with CoQ10, then they're most likely very depleted in CoQ10. It's most likely affecting their heart muscle, their heart function. And so combining metabolic LDL with the Biome Balance is a very good program to address cholesterol concerns, and then adding the CoQ10 to help them build back their CoQ10 levels, that if they're on a statin medication, they can begin to work with their physician so that as their numbers, their cholesterol numbers are showing good numbers, they could then say to their physician, I would like you to work with me on a program to wean me off the statins to see if I can't do a more natural way to control this. And so some physicians will be receptive to that, some will not be receptive to it, but as a person, you are your own advocate. And so you say to the physician, look, this is what I want to do. So what can I do on my statin to reduce it? And then let's set up a blood test in 3 months, and we'll base everything on the blood test to see whether the program that I would like to implement is addressing the issue so that I can get myself off of medication as much as possible. And I'm asking you to work with me on this. So you have a way to be able to work with the physician to implement a natural program even when you're on a statin, and be able to, this is what I did with my mom, so that I was able to work with the physician and my mom as an advocate for my mom to be able to get her off of statins completely, because every time that she used the statin, she had side effects that were worse than the potential problem of cholesterol. And so the physician was willing to work, and that as we weaned her off of the statin and put in place a natural program, her numbers held. And she was able to get off of the statin drugs completely and still have excellent numbers with regards to her cholesterol. As you can see, it's $89 for the program, $60 in CV. Your Elite rebate would be $15. I do every morning. This is my energy drink. The E9 is a fantastic energy drink by itself, but I combine my E9 every morning with my Pro-Arginine Plus. So if you're talking to a person who's looking to improve their heart health and wants to improve their energy, here's a great combination. It's a little bit more than $100. It's $109. Your CV is $93. And your Elite rebates off of that is $23.25. But I can tell you personally, every morning when I wake up, I do a scoop and a half of Pro-Arginine Plus with 1 packet of E9. And then I drink that over a 20 to 30 minute period. And I can tell you, when I first drink, I usually take about 3 to 5 good sips. And within minutes, I can begin to feel the difference in my energy level and in my focus. And then this is what drives my energy throughout most of the day. I've been doing this for well over 2 years, and I had a potential new client call me yesterday that became a client, and one of the questions was, do I have to continue to take more of this product over time as my body adjusts to it? And my answer to the person was no. Unlike medications where sometimes that happens, you don't need to worry about that with this type of supplementation, because all you're doing is you're giving the endothelium and your body the ingredients that it needs. In this case, he was just interested in Pro-Arginine Plus. You're giving the endothelium the ingredients that it needs to convert to nitric oxide. So it's not like you have to keep increasing that. So you don't have to worry about having to take more and more and more. This combination of Pro-Arginine Plus and E9 is just, I find it to be a fantastic energy drink that helps me through the morning and well into the afternoon. And sometimes if I'm dragging in the afternoon, I'll just take an E9 and combine it with liquid chlorophyll in the afternoon and see the immediate energy pickup. Which brings me to the next one. I know a lot of people that don't drink 1 cup of coffee on a daily basis. They drink 2 or more cups of coffee on a daily basis. They drink a cup of coffee in the morning, and then they get to work and have another coffee. And then at lunchtime, they have another coffee. And so why not 2 boxes of E9 that a person can get natural energy and take 2 sticks on a daily basis? If you do that, then you're going to need 2 boxes of E9. $78 on a monthly cost. That's certainly, I don't drink coffee. I imagine you can get a dollar coffee at a McDonald's. But if you're drinking a dollar coffee, that's on a daily basis, that's $30 spend. If you're doing two of them, that's a $60 spend. Not most likely as healthy for you as what it could be. If they're doing energy drinks, again, this is more cost effective. Most likely if they're going to Starbucks for their coffee, well more price competitive. So you can have a person take 2 sticks of E9, one in the morning, one in the mid-afternoon, give them that energy boost that they need to get through the rest of the afternoon on the drive home from work. And for $78.66 CV, that would be $16.50 in Elite Rebates. What I feel is one of the best antioxidant programs that you could give to a person is this combination of metabolic LDL and Mystica. I do this every evening. I do 1 shot glass of Mystica in my morning shake, and then typically every evening after dinner, I do another shot glass of Mystica, and I do 2 capsules of the metabolic LDL. Now, we've talked about metabolic LDL in relationship to cholesterol and oxidized LDL, but the combination of metabolic LDL with the bergamot fruit and 9 different plant and vegetable extracts, this is an extremely powerful antioxidant product. This has a high ORAC score value. And Mystica has been clinically proven to reduce free radical damage by up to 45 or 43%. So this combination of Mystica with metabolic LDL is a fantastic antioxidant program. So if you've got a person who understands antioxidants and is looking from an anti-aging standpoint to reduce free radical damage, here's a great combination for $74, 55 CV for $13.75 in Elite Rebates. Now, when it comes to the gut, as we saw up above, there's a lot of people in this survey that spend on protein shakes. They're spending about $32 a month on protein shakes. Now, what does our protein shake cost? $45. But it's a certified vegan and gluten-free. So it's a much better shake, and it's a much more filling shake. Plus, it has a better, it's going to have a better energy profile than anything that they're currently using. Now, if they wanted to do 1 shake a day, they would need 2 of the Biome Shake because you're using 2 scoops. I frankly don't use 2 scoops. This product is so dense in nutrition that I typically just use 1.5 scoops on a daily basis when I make my shake. So I'll show you in the next slide how you could use just 1 Biome Shake with something else for a gut health program. Again, you could adjust this so that they're just doing 1 shake on a daily basis with 1 scoop, and then 1 Biome Shake would last them for the full month. But in this case, if they're looking for weight management, you could help them replace 1 meal or 2 meals on a daily basis by making the adjustments on the shake, where if they're doing 1 meal on a daily basis, they're doing 2 scoops to make sure that they're fueling their body properly. Or if they wanted to do 2 meals on a daily basis, you could most likely go to 1.5 scoops on a daily basis and get away with the 2 canisters of the Biome Shake. $90 program, 60 CV, $15 in Elite Rebates. Or you could go to 1 meal replacement with the Biome Shake using only 1 scoop. You just have to make sure that the other ingredients that you add to it are going to add some good nutritional components, especially making sure that you add to that Biome Shake at least a tablespoon of sunflower butter. Because if you do that, that sunflower butter and the fats that are in the sunflower butter are excellent in terms of extending the life of that shake before a person gets hungry. So I would do 1 scoop plus my recipe to create a taste sensation that I look forward to every morning. And then I would do my Biome DTX in the afternoon. And I would do it as a pick-me-up in the afternoon, where maybe around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, where I'm beginning to get maybe a little hungry and could use an energy pickup, I do 1 packet of the Biome DTX in about 8 ounces of water, stir it up, and then I want to drink it in about a 5 to 6 minute period of time. Because the longer you let the Biome DTX sit in water, the more that the fiber in the Biome DTX is going to absorb that water, and so it'll go and become more of a gel-like substance, which doesn't look as appealing and doesn't necessarily taste the same way. So you want to make sure that they take that Biome DTX after they've stirred it up and mixed it up, to drink it over a 6 minute period. You know, you don't have to gulp it down, but again, it just looks and tastes better. Cost for that, $105, 70 CV, $17.50 in Elite Rebates. Or if you're looking to address a leaky gut and a person doesn't want to do shakes, a great program for addressing a leaky gut would be the Body Prime, because it has the magnesium in it. Magnesium is extremely important for not only healing a leaky gut, but also fueling the biochemical reactions necessary so that you can produce the right types of nutritional components that you want and reduce the amount of toxins produced. And then you've got the Biome DTX, which has the L-glutamine in it, which directly addresses a leaky gut, as well as other ingredients to help reduce toxin levels in the small intestine. And all those toxins, as you reduce them, helps to, again, heal and prevent a leaky gut. That combination of Body Prime, Biome DTX, $99, $65 in CV, $16.25 in Elite Rebates. And then the last combination that I have is maybe that person is looking to readjust their gut health, doesn't necessarily want to do the Biome DTX from a detox standpoint, but would like some detoxification. So you could combine the Body Prime with the Biome Actives. So the Body Prime is providing the magnesium needed to help fuel metabolic processes, to break food down properly, to help support the enzymes in your small intestine and help to support the bacteria, the good bacteria in your small intestine that need magnesium to break food down. With the Biome Actives, because the Biome Actives is a prebiotic with a probiotic, prebiotic being inulin, probiotic being Bacillus coagulans, which is a spore-forming probiotic which is protected through the acidic nature of the stomach, so that when it hits the small intestine and the environment is ideal for a germination, you then help that Bacillus coagulan spore germinate and then have a prebiotic inulin as a food source to rapidly recolonize the small intestine. And then liquid chlorophyll, person could be drinking 2 to 3 glasses of liquid chlorophyll on a daily basis to help hydrate their system, as well as help to cleanse their bloodstream and help to detox. So that's a great combination of 3 products, $101, 70 CV, and your Elite Rebates would be $17.50. Now, you can go through the Synergy products, you can find other combinations that you could put together, but all you want to do is you want to listen to people as you ask them questions, and then see if they're interested in looking at a better program. You know, you're doing some great things. Would you be interested in looking at products that are significantly better than what you're currently taking, still be within your price point, and give you better results? You ask that question, and then you shut up, for lack of better words, shut up, 2 words, I guess, and let them respond. And if they're not interested, they're not interested. You've planted a seed. But if they're interested, you can help them begin to see through the, again, let me switch over to another browser window. And you could, again, where do you want to go? You want to go to Our Synergy Family. Once you're on Our Synergy Family, you want to scroll down, you want to click on Resources. And when you get on Resources, you want to scroll down, and if you're doing a presentation on your computer with them, or you can order this, but you can, here, you can click on the product catalog. And so Synergy, because this is in a PDF format, it's always current. As they add, change, like they just recently changed the body prime from a 30 count to a 90 count. Well, instead of having to reprint the catalog, they just change it in the PDF. But you have all the different products here in the PDF. So you can have this product catalog, and you could show them, if you don't have a Zoom account, get a Zoom account. It's free. And you could meet them on Zoom, and you could show them exactly what I'm showing you right now. You could scroll through the catalog, and you can help them pick out products that would be better than what they're currently using, or would better address some of their health issues. And you can help them, again, you can see, hey, the nice thing of the catalog, you can see that this Biome Shake is, almost $60 retail. However, I can help you become a preferred customer with Synergy Worldwide and get a direct savings where it's only $45. Again, the nice thing about using your catalog is you can position pricing information to help them see that they can become a preferred customer, have nothing to do with the business, just be happy product users, and be able to get products for less than the retail price. Again, showing them different combinations of how things would fit given what they're currently doing. Now, with that said, do I have any questions with regards to anything that I shared with you on today's presentation? You'll have to unmute yourself since I have everyone muted.
Good morning, Dan. It's Donald.
Yes, Donald.
Another excellent program in sharing the combinations. What I'd like you to do is to go up to, I'm sorry, come down now,
okay,
to the metabolic LDL and the Mystica.
Okay. There you go.
Yes, it shows 39.25 and 35.30. Are those is the combination there? Is that for the 55 CV? In other words, the 39 is 25, but yet the Mystica gives you more CV value. Is that a misprint, or that's pretty accurate?
No, that's accurate.
Okay.
So the metabolic LDL is $39 a bottle, and it's 25 CV. One bottle of Mystica is $35, and it has a 30 CV value to it.
30 CV. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Just want to make sure.
Yeah. No, it's accurate, and
it looked pretty close to me. So.
Mm-hmm.
In the
yeah,
CV
and a lot of people buy two Mystica, which is $65 and 60 CV.
Gotcha.
Okay. And in fact, just to confirm it, let's go to Synergy Worldwide. And when you get onto, you go to shop, and then you go to all products, and here's Mystica, and you can see $35, 30 CV.
Okay. Got it.
All right.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Anyone else have any questions, comments, or?
I did, Dan. Good morning. This is David. How are you?
Good, David. And yourself?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Dan, first of all, thank you for the information. Great information, wonderful material that you prepared here, and very easy and digestible little offerings that we have for our clients that could also help our volume, which is great. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
You mentioned something that caught my attention because we had a family event in the last couple of months, and a couple of the family members came in and said, guess what, we're going vegan, and they didn't want any meat products at all, which is very unusual because in the past, in the especially in the Hispanic community, we enjoy our barbecues and things like that, and they were really bent on not following their vegan routine, which is great. I compliment them. Now, you said something about the Biome Shake being certified vegan and gluten-free. Could you expand on that a little bit?
Sure. So let's pull up the Biome Shake here. There we go. Let's see if they have it. They actually have stuff in Spanish for you, David.
Great.
And yeah, so if I can, I don't know if I can enlarge the image. I guess I can't. But yes, this is the Biome Shake actually says on it. And in fact, I'm going to go get a Biome Shake. I'll be right back. So I pulled a Biome Shake off of my shelf, and it says gluten-free and certified vegan. So you'll notice that where you see this 20 grams, underneath the 20 grams, there's a line on it that says gluten-free and certified vegan. So this uses a pea protein. It uses pea protein as its protein source. And again, this is just, they'll also say fruit and vegetable base, antioxidant blend. This is just I think one of the best products that Synergy Worldwide has come out with. In fact, it's so good that they ended up with running out of the product because it's been such a big seller.
Dan, you
now
mentioned
they're back in stock. But yes, go ahead.
I'm sorry. You mentioned educate me. What is pea protein as opposed to any other protein?
Well, you've got whey protein, you've got soy protein, you have different types of vegetable proteins, but pea protein comes from peas, and it it's a all the protein sources, it's as hypoallergenic as possible. And the interesting thing about this is a lot of bodybuilders and people who are in the health profession, work out and that they'll use whey protein quite a bit. And the interesting thing about pea protein and whey protein is they're almost identical with regards to calories, and they're complete proteins, meaning that all the necessary amino acids are in both of these protein sources. But what's significant is that pea protein has almost 3 times the amount of L-arginine as an amino acid component than what whey protein does. I actually have this in a presentation for, I think, in the, let me go to it. I think I have it here where we go back to resources. David, if you go up here on the resources, and if you click on Empower Your Life Through Metabolic Research, and we scroll down here, we're going to come to this because I just think this is significant as it applies to your question about pea protein. We're going to come to it in just a little bit. Let me keep scrolling so I can get my numbers right, but I'm almost positive it's 3 times. There it is. So you can see this is pea protein, all right? So the most common protein powder is whey protein from cow's milk. Pea protein is equal to whey, but provides for cleaner energy metabolism while supporting the greater diversity in healthy gut bacteria. And as you can see, 25 grams of pea protein versus 25 grams of whey protein. Now in the Biome Shake, you're getting 20 grams of pea protein. But you can see that the calorie intake is about the same, the carbs are about the same, the protein grams are the same, the fat is about the same. But here's the difference. It's important to note that pea protein contains 3 times more L-arginine, 1,538 milligrams, which would be like 1.5 grams per 25 grams of pea protein, whereas the whey protein has 461 milligrams.
Got it.
So,
Wonderful.
so two things, David. When you talk to them, you can tell them that not only are they getting a product that's certified vegan, uses a pea protein, is a great, is great meal replacement. They'll get better energy, less bloating, and it actually helps them to fuel and benefit their cardiovascular system because the pea protein has in this case, about 1.3 grams of L-arginine to help them with nitric oxide therapy, which is what you're all about.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Thank you so much.
Is that helpful?
Dan. Yep. And this page itself, just printed out as an information tool, is very helpful. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Dan, in that moment, you also mentioned that whey protein is from cow's milk, and there's a lot of people who don't want to be using dairy cow's milk.
Correct. Yeah. Last night, you don't live here in the Chicago area, but Dave and I live in Chicago, and David, you're familiar with Portillo's, right?
Yes.
A pretty good place to eat, correct? If you're looking for fast
Love it.
food. Yeah. Right. So I had a hamburger last night at Portillo's. Usually Friday nights, I break my diet and I typically have something. I'm not as strict as what I used to be about not eating anything with wheat or gluten in it. So I'm not as strict as what I used to. So Friday nights usually is pizza night. Well, last night was Portillo's, but I chose not to get the cheeseburger. I just got the regular hamburger. Wasn't quite as good as the cheeseburger, but I didn't have any allergen issues after I ate that hamburger because I left the cheese off. A lot of people, they'll get that phlegm in their throat. If you're eating something and you're getting phlegm in your throat, that means that you've got an allergy to whatever some component of what you're eating. So for me, by leaving that cheese off, I didn't have that issue. Yes, you're absolutely correct, Donald, that anything that has to do with cow's milk, the potential for an allergen coming into a person's system is drastically increased versus someone taking pea protein.
Hey, good morning, Dan. This is Quentin. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Great call so far, and I really like how you put the combinations together. Being new to the group, to the company, this is helpful with putting those combinations. My question is there like a one pager that talks about our product in a natural sense versus taking regular medicine and some of the causes of it, or just something sort of like a one pager of why going natural is important?
Yeah, no, I don't have anything like that, because one of the things that you got to be careful of, Quentin, is that you don't get into the process of people feeling like you are trying to replace their medications with a natural supplement, and you get. We just have to be careful how we do things.
I
Now,
understand.
I will be doing a presentation later this month on this document here that you will find in, let me make sure I find the right one. We have this document here, we have this one here, Health Concerns Checklist. So I'll just briefly show it to you, where I'm going to do a full presentation on a Saturday, but this document is in the resource page on our Synergy our Synergy family website, where here you can find out what the person's health concern is, and then rather than talking about the medication you're on and all the side effects that it has, here's a Synergy product that would address that.
I see. That I understand. And do you know if on this chart there's anything dealing with neurological problems like seizures or just any type of brain function?
No, most likely not seizures, although I think I most likely have post-traumatic stress disorder here. Let me just check. PTS. Yes. So I do have PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, because I know from experience we've had a lot of people who've had significant improvements with ProArch 9 Plus. So anything that improves blood flow typically helps to improve cognitive function.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. So you won't find everything that you might run into, but you'll find the most common things that people run into on this document.
And what was the title of that again?
Let's
Pull it
go
to the top.
back. So you want to, so when you go, let's start from the beginning. You go to oursynergyfamily.com. You click on the icon for resources, which takes you to this page. And then as you scroll down this page, you'll find this thing here, Health Concerns Checklist.
Great, thank you.
Anyone else with any questions or comments before we say goodbye?
This is Mary Lynn, and
Yes.
I was wondering what Synergy is. I don't see the Fortify kit. Are they making changes on those?
Yeah, I don't think they, again, that was something that Dr. Tripp was big on, and Dr. Tripp is retired and no longer involved with Synergy. So Synergy began to make some changes in their product packs. What they found is because of the cost of the Fortify kit that most people didn't buy it, so it just sat in the warehouses.
Okay.
And so they ended up getting rid of it. And what I feel is a better kit anyways is this thing here called the Biome Core Kit. This Biome Core Kit is just a excellent program for a person, and then you could add different things to a person's program if you wanted to. But I've been using the Biome Core Kit for people who are looking for weight management concerns as well as changing their gut health, and this has just been excellent.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
A little bit more cost effective than the Fortify kit. There's not as many products to take as what you had in the Fortify kit. It's easier to understand, it's easier to implement, and has gotten great results.
Well, just staying on the Purify kit monthly helps us.
Correct. Yeah, and so here's the difference between this Biome Core Kit, and then let me go back up here. You know, again, this is completely focused on, it's completely focused on gut health.
Right.
Whereas the Purify kit has a component with the ProArch 9 Plus that would also nitric oxide and cardiovascular health. And even though there's good supporting evidence to show that components within ProArch 9 Plus also benefit gut health, this here is just like a straight program. You've got gut problems, you've got leaky gut, you got gut problems, you want to lose weight. Here, this is what we want to focus on. And the other thing is then you can help them understand on the cost standpoint that we're replacing meals. And in the process of replacing meals, it's offsetting the cost of the program.
Okay. My daughter uses the Biome Shake, but she puts essential green.
Yeah.
With it so that she's getting her vegetables also.
Exactly. I do that for my wife in the morning. I combine the Biome Shake with the essential greens. I do the Biome Shake with the Biome DTX in the morning.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. I've got something in the chat box. Let me check that before we say goodbye. Okay. Thank you, Bob. All right. Anyone else with anything before we say goodbye?
No, thanks very much, Dan. I'd like to you practice those things that makes it a little bit easier to communicate with our person with their needs. So thanks very much.
You're welcome, John. All right, last call. Anyone with questions before we say goodbye?
Thanks, Dan. I just looking forward to printing those combinations.
You're welcome.
Excellent presentation.
Right. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed weekend.
You.
Talk to you next Saturday.
Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome, Charity. Bye-bye now.
Yeah.